What's up guys, this is Legit Strategies here, and today I'm just continuing my MLG spot series, and we've done all the hard points, so we're on to Search and Destroy. I recently did Biolab and Detroit, definitely check them out if you haven't, but today we're moving on to Solar. This is probably my least played S&D map. Actually, maybe Recovery is probably the least played, but this is also one I don't play that often. So I'm just going to show you some main spots that I like to go when I'm attacking bomb sites, and once you've got the bomb down, where you can guard it from, and just other stuff like that. Some nice lines of sight that I might be able to show you as well. I think I did cover a few spots in my hardpoint though one. In my hardpoint video I think I showed a few S&D spots. One of the main ones that a lot of people know is getting up on top of there. That went wrong. And once you're up on top of here, you can jump across and you can see on top of that building, which obviously is a spot that a lot of snipers will go on that building. I'm not going to show you again because I've got a lot of spots to go through. Obviously we know that people snipe to that top building from here as well, but obviously if you can get on there and if you are really good at sniping, you could even maybe throw hover on or something like that and you'll be able to hover for a bit longer to get them. Or you could just go for the standard spot if you think you can contest it. You could always go on here as well, but you're a bit more vulnerable. And from here you can actually check the yellow balcony. You don't even have to jump on that van, you can just jump up like this. And you can see the yellow balcony just to see if there's anyone sitting and waiting on there. You can pick off. Another spot, if you want to be just watching this side without giving your position away too much, you can see if anyone decides to come around and flank, is down here. And there's obviously this van as well, but this isn't really that great. This is obviously better on hardpoint really. So anyway. If I am pushing towards A, which I rarely do, you want to stick against this wall really. Stay as close to the wall as you can, just so that if anyone does go up there, if they're a bit slower, they might not see you as well. But first I want to show you B, because that's my main site that I always go to. So if a few of your teammates have died or something, you've had to back up. One place that you can go is here, just look through this gap. Obviously they could slip through on that side from that gap, but obviously it's less likely. You can see this way. You can obviously turn around and check there. Lots of snipers will go up here. I mean, you are quite vulnerable, but if you are decent at sniping, you get a good sight of the whole map. Another spot I showed in my hard point is this little gap here. This would probably be better for if you're watching the flank sort of, or if your teammates have died, just to sit there. And obviously a player can push through into here, and maybe just guard it just in case someone does come through. I like to sometimes contest mid just because not many people expect you to do so. So it can pay off. Once you actually get the bomb down here, it's probably best to plant around here, because if you see that hole B, just make it so that you're stood around here. Just basically the center of the bomb. If you plant it there, try and make a little mark, maybe you can see that when I move. If you actually manage to get the bomb down there, it's basically you've won the round, because unless they know this spot, you can see perfectly the B. I think you can see a hint of the yellow from the paintball that I shot on there. But if you've got the bomb down there and you get in this corner, it's basically done. You've won the round pretty much. Unless obviously they know and they go and check there. You could always go here as well, but obviously why would you go here when you can go there? Because that is a much better spot. One place I like to go if the bomb's planted around there or something is here. And I just like to lie down, so I can see if they come through mid-cut, if they come through there. You can always move back a bit maybe, but it's probably better just go here. And try and keep a bit of your right side of your screen just so you can see it if they go over to the bomb. Another cool spot is on here. This isn't that great, because obviously they're a bit more vulnerable to basically everywhere, but if they're coming from that side, and you're on the defense and they maybe choose to rotate it back, this is a decent spot to go to. I mean, everyone knows up here that you can get into. These spots are decent. If you do have the bomb down, they're decent. If you do get the bomb down, you can always just back up and go over there and hide behind that and stuff like that. Maybe nade the bomb and stuff like that. Another decent spot to defend is here, because obviously they're not going to really see you coming from that side if you're in this corner with this yellow thing right next to you. I like to, when I'm defending, I'll show you my defense, what I would do now. So basically, there's not really a specific spot when you're trying to defend A for a grenade. You just basically come over here, maybe line the bottom of your crosshair up and fire it over. I'll show you where that landed. It landed right there. So obviously if they're pushing through, that's going to get them. You can always double jump and it'll probably land a bit further up. Maybe that might be better if you want to try that. But I don't know, I usually just fire it how I did then. Another nade spot you can go to off spawn is just to run, jump on here. Basically, go your crosshair is high up in the air. It doesn't really matter whereabouts you aim. It's basically just where you think they'll be coming from around there. You just fire it over. I'm going to see if I can find where that landed. I'm not sure where. And it landed right here. So obviously if they're pushing through, that's better. Maybe I could have moved my crosshairs a bit more to the left and it would have landed around here, which obviously would have been a bit better. Well, that is decent, considering I have danger close on this map. That would kill anyone who's pushing aggressively through. And obviously you can get that nade off pretty quick, so you'll be able to get them if they're running. Where I like to defend B from is here. Just because I can see if anyone tries to boost across. Obviously I can see the balcony if people come along. And this is where I just like to stay back, sit back. I can see this balcony. I've basically got all this area covered. I'm not really going to get picked off unless they've got insane aim. And obviously they can flank through mid, but I'm hoping my teammates will generally be watching around there. If I do decide to push forward, I can go on here, check around. I can see top glass and that balcony. And then I'll maybe boost across onto this roof just to keep an eye on anything. If I figure out they're not going B, I can boost up and just call out to my teammates that they're definitely not here. This is also a spot I like to go once I do have the bomb down, just to lie down on this roof because it's a bit more unexpected. People don't really check up here too often. And obviously everyone knows that you can lie down here. A lot of people don't actually know that you can just, if that window is smashed, you can just climb through there and get behind. A lot of players that don't actually check that. And obviously you can just head camp this barrel and try and keep them away from the bomb. You can obviously go up here, everyone knows that though. So yeah, I basically covered my B, what I would do. If I was defending A, I rarely defend A to be honest, because my teammates usually do. I could rush through here, and if I was watching mid street, I'd watch around here. Maybe if I haven't seen anyone push through, make sure I'm not getting killed from that balcony, and check A. Obviously you're pretty open though. Basically if you're defending A, you just want to keep on these balconies. Take it quite slow just because you don't know what they're going to be doing. And slowly just start making your way around. If you figure out that none of them are there, just start to flank, or you can just get on top glass. One spot that you can get is here if you're defending. This is pretty decent because you know if they decide to try and rotate it through. Because if I was rotating, I rotate it through there and go to A. And obviously you can get behind them. If I am going A, you've got to basically... Oh, this is one spot I just forgot to mention. On top of this glass. A lot of people don't actually check. This is a pretty weird spot. Someone used this against me the other day. That's the only reason I know it. It is a decent spot to be honest because you can see the middle map without being up there and too open. And people might miss you if they're just rushing around. So yeah, if I'm attacking A, you basically just all four of your team, you're going to need a trophy obviously to watch out for that nade that I fired earlier. And just basically all four of you push through, you're going to have to trade. This is an aggressive push really. If you were taking it slower, you'd sit back really and just try and get a pick. One corner a lot of people go in is here because you don't expect to see them there. I think this might be pretty much it guys. Another spot when you have the bomb down at B is here. Oh, I'll show you my A defensive spots. It's obviously in here, but a lot of people check that as well. And you can obviously get up on top of that. That not a lot of people... Well, obviously people will check that, but it's decent for if they are coming from the other side. One place to plant is here. You can kind of get behind this. If they're on the balcony, they will still probably see you though, but it does keep you covered from that side. And in there. One spot you can get to is on top of this little black thing here. And you can just sit on here. You can kind of see that balcony, but obviously they might see you. It just depends how aware they are. Obviously you can plant the bomb. A lot of people know that you just plant it around about here. Try and make a mark. And obviously if you can manage to back up, you can just go here. And you can see the yellow there. You can also see it from here, which is probably a bit better because you're a bit lower down. If they're up there, they might not see you. You just got to basically check the balcony then. And that's really it. Obviously, there's this spot. This is obvious. This is a day one. Day one spot here. And obviously, if you plant it there, I usually just go and sit in this corner. Or I sit in this corner and just check it every once in a while. Well, that's basically it, guys. I mean, I've showed you most of my spots. Next time I'll be moving on to recovery, search and destroy, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment, let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.